If scientists found a cure for aging, how many years would you like to live? This is my question.
I don't want to live more.
More than what?
I don't want life. I don't like it.
You don't want to extend your life, but you want to shorten your life.
Yes.
But why? What's the point?
I hope to die now.
Are you depressed? Do you not like this life? Is it not? Uh,
Yes, yes. I've tried to suicide many times.
but wait a minute. Isn't it a grave sin in Islam? You're supposed to live as much as God
I'm
predestined.
not Muslim.
You that's understandable. Hmm. So you live in
I
Morocco, but
was.
you live in Morocco, right? But you're not a Muslim,
Was Muslim, but I lost my faith.
and then you became depressed.
Yes, too much.
That is sad. I'm trying to find
I
people
play
who.
music, I draw. I am an maybe like we can say that I am an artist.
Mm. So
I have really beautiful body, in like big companies say to me, "Oh, comes to work with us, like model." I lost lot of opportunities in my life, because I was rich. I lost everything.
Oh, I'm sorry. You were an artist. You drew pictures or a model. Your body was
Yes,
drawn by other artists.
yes,
So I understand. So you posed for other people to make art, and now, but you are not an artist yourself, because I like art. Art is important, because my idea is that I want to find people who want to live forever like me, and then I want to ask them.
I don't want to live forever,
But death cannot be a means of solving problems, right? Death is the
you
worst.
know, for me, death, it's the first day without my life, this is death.
But
Death, it's the last day before your birth.
but
It's the same thing, man. Don't worry, it's the same thing.
I understand. So you're saying that before we were born, we were in the same state as after we
Yes,
die,
yes,
like the
exactly.
state of nothingness. And you
Yes,
think that there is nothing to worry about because our mind doesn't
yes.
work. I agree with this, yes. But right now, my mind is working. Like right now, for example,
You know why? You know why? You need to travel.
why? So what? Don't.
You you need to travel. You need to go to Italy, to Greek, to America, to Morocco. You need to travel. Then that becomes for you like a shit.
So yeah, I need to travel in order to understand that this life is not worth living and that this is a bad life. Usually people do the opposite. They travel in order to feel some pleasure in life, to experience.
Personally, I am a man that believe too much in love, but in love, I didn't had a good experience. I lost all my love, I was bad in my relationships. And I read a book from China, Chinese philosophy. They said we have four angles to reach the good, perfect quality for love. The first, it's Maitri. Maitri and Karuna and Modita and Opeshka. Maitri, the first one, it's the
But
intention.
what are they? Angels? Four traits of character.
No, four characters,
Uh,
four angles.
four angles of our character.
Yes, to reach good quality of love. If you lose one, you cannot reach this love. It's impossible.
I understand. So love is valuable for you.
It's
Love.
so hard. It's really hard to reach love,
Yes, I understand.
but it's really good and
It
it's
is.
so pretty, really pretty, really pretty.
It is transient. I understand, but I think people just expect too much. People expect from love to be eternal or forever, and it doesn't work like that. And then they become disappointed. So like expectations, you need to lower your expectations. When
No, man, they said, my tree, it's the first one. You need intention to bring to your love a happiness. The second one, it's Corona. Corona, it's to have the power to
I don't
change.
understand what you're saying. Sorry. Do you speak
It's
Arabic?
so hard.
Do you
It's
speak
it's a
Fusha?
book.
Tell me.
It's a book.
Do you speak standard Arabic?
Yes, I speak Arabic.
أنا أتعلم اللغة العربية وأريد أن أتحدث عليك قليلا إذا
نعم. في
تفهمني.
الحب، في الفلسفة الصينية.
أنا أفهم. توجد أربع
4 زوايا
زوايا.
للحب.
فهمت.
لي rich. It means rich. To rich in Arabic, it's لقياس أو لي what?
Nothing. لدي قطة جميلة. لديك قطة. أنا أردت قطة. I saw your cat in front of the camera.
Yes. Mickey. He comes from here, no?
I don't know. I think he came from the left, from
He wants
behind.
to steal my food.
Okay.
He is so smart. He is there. Mickey.
So let me say it. For you, luck, الحب المحبة هي مهمة. الجزء
Yes.
مهم في الحياة. الحب
Yes.
جزء مهم في الحياة.
الحب هو موضوع صعب. hard. صعب.
صعب means difficult,
صعب.
right?
It means hard. صعب.
So سهل means simple, easy. صعب
Yes. Yes.
means,
سهل, it means easy.
but complicated is صعب. I think this is how I have learned it. صعب, B at the end.
صعب. صعب, it means hard, difficult.
You're saying it as if it's صعد. Sorry. Okay. So.
صعب, it means it's difficult to talk about, love. It's really, really difficult because we are just talking about money, study. How can we build our business?
وأنت
We are dying.
أنت لا تريد أن تعيش. لماذا لا يوجد حب في حياتك؟ هل فهمت؟
نعم. أريد في داخلي, in my side, I want to live forever. أريد أن أعيش
إلى الأبد.
لكن لا أريد.
أنا
نعم.
أريد
لكن لا أريد.
ولكن إذا تملك الحب ستريد.
Man, I have to go.
Sorry. Bye.
I'm not good, I had bad experience.
I want you to live through this depressive part of your life. It's just one part of your life. جزء صغير في حياتك. and then it will be much more love, much more happiness. You will find it. Just don't give up. That's the point. You need to.
I don't give up, this is why I am here.
Yes.
But I lost loads of my time.
Okay.
It's so hard, man. It's so hard.
Okay. Then go. Have a good day. If you don't have a time.
I was in prison
For what?
for 7 years.
For which crime? What did you do?
I lost 7 years.
Uh, ماذا فعلت?
It was a robbery bank.
Oh my god. But you actually you was a real robber. Like they didn't accuse you. They didn't accuse you falsely. It was the mistake.
But I was in a bank. It's true. I robbed a bank, with arms. This is why I had this
A tattoo.
in prison and this.
Mm, interesting.
It was like every day that when my tattoo, every day. And it was so long, so long. You can think about 7 years in your room, but in prison it's so big, it's so long.
Understand.
It was really hard. I
What?
was, just want to cry. After, I want just to fight. I don't want to be like small. I want just to fuck people, to put, to give people like good fight. I want just to kill, to fight with people. And I want, yes, beautiful girls, but it's impossible. I want good food. It's impossible. Clothes. Impossible. I didn't have internet to talk with people, you know? I see just TV. Fuck.
So that's a very interesting experience. I don't know what
It
pushed
was
you
seven
to
years,
kind. Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot. I'm sorry.
not 7 days
How old
or
are you right
seven
now?
hours.
How old are you?
30, 30.
So the best time of your life basically was taken by the authorities. But no, you have the biggest amount of your life in front of you. The point is that we might be able to extend our life, to prolong it.
But I'm meeting people here that love me. I meet people like girls from Russia, from England, from loads of countries that loved me.
That's not.
You
I
know,
I don't meet any girls by some reason. They are all like what do you call it? Super membership. Like you need to pay to to have girls as your interlocutors. This is how I understand it. Super users, I guess. For me, how do you meet girls on chat roulette?
here, yes.
Okay. So look, my point is that I'm trying to talk to people and ask them whether if you would like to do something in order to increase the amount of your life. So your 7 years of your life have been taken for nothing, and you have
Yes.
only that little left. Like it's not going to keep going forever. Like you're going to
No, I
receive.
want to keep going, but I need just like money. I'm now I'm working. I'm working. I have my money, but just from my mouth to eat, to live. That's it. I want to go to Europe, but not this big dream. Yes, I want to go to Spain, but Spain, it's not heaven. But I want love. This is my dream. I want to meet my love.
Mhm. But at the beginning, you didn't say it. At the beginning, you said that you didn't want to live at all, and this is weird. Like there must be some
But I
condition
want
you
a
would like.
love.
yeah, you would like to live if some conditions are met. If you have love, if you have some apprehension from other people, if you have some respect, right? If you are, if people are care about you, then it's good to just extend your life. Your depression will go away. You're not hunted by the police anymore. That is great. That is good to just live and live forever. Life is good, right? In general, like on average. The only problem is that you have maybe some tiresome activity, some job, right? And you need to collect more money in order to have your life to lead your life in a nice way, to just
But we need
enjoy
money,
it.
man.
Understand? You can work for a little for several years, and then you will have enough savings to just to live without work. Maybe you will put your money in a bank and live of interest. You know that's possible. So there are some solutions, but death. I think death should not be a solution for problems. Like you can say, I have this problem, therefore death is okay because my problems will go
But I
away.
want it.
Want what? Death?
Yes.
But you will not be able to obtain your life back. That is like
I
it's
know.
forever. The
I
problem
know.
is
But it's better. It's better. It's better than talk too much, than dream too much. It's better. For me, death, it's better. I can't stop all this shit. You know, that can be better. And I swear, it's better.
no.
Death
I
for
disagree.
me,
Look,
it's better.
look. There are some. It is possible to imagine. Can you imagine a life, just a possible in theory, a life which you would like to live forever, if you had
No,
enough
no, no.
money?
My life, it's by, I lost too much lives. My friend, he becomes schizophrenic. He is alive, but he is so sick. Fuck.
No, I understand.
I lost
There are many
three,
problems in
three
life.
friends died.
آه، توجد
You know,
كثير من المشكلة في الحياة. توجد كثير من المشكلة. Uh, but can you imagine a life which you would like to just live and live forever because it's such a great life?
man,
In
man,
theory,
I,
is
I
it
have to
possible?
go. Sorry, I have to go.
Okay. Okay, sorry, go. Have a nice day.
Take care.
Hello, we're streaming. I have a question.
Okay.
Do you speak Arabic? هل تتحدث باللغة العربية فصحى؟
نعم I can yeah, I can speak Arabic
إذن
actually.
العلماء وجدوا العلاج للشيخوخة. كم سنة تود أن تعيش؟
Actually I don't want to leave that. I'm sorry, I can't speak that much Arabic, but I can understand everything.
Come on, everybody is like that. Every Arab is like that because you're watching movies, TVs in Fusha, right, in standard Arabic. So you know it passively, but you can't produce it. And what's the point? What's the point
Like
of?
when I was a child, I used to watch a lot of cartoon in Arabic, like Arabic
I
cartoons.
understand.
So that's why I learned Arabic. And even at university, I'm just my subjects, my lessons is in Arabic. So that's why I know Arabic. I can speak with it also, but not that good as English, like because I'm just for now I'm just trying to improve my English actually. So yeah,
Okay, we can practice English. My English is fine. But the problem with English, with practicing English online, is your level becomes lower and lower if your interlocutor is low. Like I've been speaking with people, like with Arabs as well. Their English is so low, and I feel that my English is decreasing after speaking with them
yeah,
because I'm
yeah.
kind of I'm descending to their level.
Yeah, exactly. Actually, yeah, you're right. Actually, I'm just having a course. Actually, I'm having a course, English course, and my level is intermediate. Okay, but actually, I expected to be upper intermediate, but most of the students that are with me, they are not intermediate. Like when they can't even speak English. Like they just, I don't know. So that's kind of, I have the same feeling that you talking about. Like when you are surrounded by some students that they are not in your level. They are not the same as your level. So it's kind of, I, I know what you like, what you feel about it when you speak with someone who not their English is not that good, and your level is kind of higher more than them. So yeah, actually,
Look, I look. This is how I'm practicing English. For example, I'm
yeah,
just asking random people how long they would like to live. Why? Because I want to find similar-minded people, transhumanists,
yeah,
people with whom we can collaborate. So, for example, if you want to live forever like me, we can do something together, some collaboration. Maybe we will ask other people uh, together in a group. I don't know. The point is that do you like this idea of radical life extension, or do you think that death is needed, that it will be boring to live, or something like that? What do you
yeah.
think?
It's kind of cool actually, but personally, I don't want to live forever. Because I mean, death is. Actually, my English is just broke.
You can
Okay,
speak, you can say it in Arabic because I'm learning Arabic at the same time.
really?
الموت أنت تظن أن الموت مهم للبشرية لأن
Actually, your accent is so good. Actually, your Arabic accent is so good. To be honest, um, actually, okay. Let me think about it. Like, death is such a thing that it gives life meaning. Because we know that we all gonna die one day, right? So we all want to do good things, to be kind with people, because we know that we are gonna die one day, right? So
الموت let me say it in Arabic. الموت أنت تعتقد أن الموت آه، ي- آه، ي-
يعطي الحياة
يعطي
معنى. Yeah,
الموت يعطي المعنى للحياة.
yeah,
بدون
exactly, yeah.
الموت بدون الموت الحياة ليس لدي معنى.
Yeah, exactly, actually, my
أنا
opinion.
أنا أظن أنه أخطأ خرافة
Yeah.
خرافة. So I think it's bullshit. How do you say it?
I mean, like, I don't know, actually. Like,
المعنى إنه في الدماغ.
of course,
المعنى so meaning is our thoughts. This is how I understand meaning. Thoughts
yeah,
of our mind. So if you, for example, if I ask somebody, what does it mean for you, like your family, what does it mean for you, and you will say something. You will not just say, I don't know. You'll say, oh, it is very important. It's friendship, community. I feel so good. So so basically, when you ask a person, what does it mean for you, this is the meaning. So the
yeah,
meaning is coming from their brain through their mouth, and you can hear it. And
yeah,
I don't understand how death changes anything. What death does is death destroys your brain, and there is no thoughts anymore. There is no meaning
yeah,
anymore.
of course, yeah.
How do you
Like,
say? How do you say destroy? Al maut, destroy.
destroy means in Arabic, right? In Arabic means destroy. Actually, I know what to call it in Arabic, but uh,
عدم.
يحرقنا.
مم.
يعدم, yeah, you can say,
يعدم.
yeah, يعدم الحياة, like
يعدم
يعدم,
means
or
making it nothing, like into nothingness.
yeah, يعدم, like you crush it, like
آه.
you know
الموت يعزم الدماغ و لا توجد الأفكار بعد الموت ولا يوجد لا يوجد معنى is معنى feminine or masculine by the way
yeah,
masculine لا يوجد المعنى بعد الموت
yeah,
لأن لا يوجد دماغ. So
of
this
course,
And I think that I don't know why there are many different like reasons why people don't want to extend their lives. Some people say that tyrants will be immortal. Like what if some tyrant lives forever? Some people say that it will be boring. Like different kind of excuses and
Yeah.
meaning. And your excuse is also kind of popular, but I just don't understand. Do you understand how it works? Like what exactly do you feel? Imagine everybody. Why is my camera so blurry? I don't know. Sorry.
That's okay.
Yeah, uh, everybody does. The death doesn't exist. People live forever. What would you not find any meaning? Like they will be laughing, they will be loving each other, they would be having fun. Like all their thoughts will be still here, and all the meaning will be still in their minds, right?
Yeah. Actually, you know what? We all know that we are dying, right? One day we are gonna die, but we don't expect, we don't ready ourselves to die, right? Like, no
It's
one of us,
unexpected. Yeah,
yeah,
unexpected.
we don't expect one day we are gonna die, but we know that we are gonna die, but we are not thinking about it. Like, we are not readying ourselves for it, like preparing ourselves for it that much. I think that's one of the reasons. Like, no one is like, if you ask anyone to, like, do you want to die? They say no. Of course, I don't want to die right now. You know, but also we know that one day we are gonna die. So
Yeah.
yeah, like,
So this is the biggest paradox. Yes, people don't want to die at any moment. Most people, if they are not suicidal, but by some reason they are fine with dying in the future. They don't consider their future selves themselves as if it will be
yeah,
somebody else who is going to die.
yeah,
That is the problem. And yeah, the future self will suffer. They will have
yeah,
age-related diseases. It is actually it's unpleasant to die from old age, but people they kind of just neglect that person, and this
yeah,
is something to change because I'm trying to find some ways to change the whole society. يغير البشرية.
yeah. Yeah, actually, um, I was about to say that. Oh my God, I forget about what I was about to say.
Say it in
Um,
Arabic.
no, I forget. Like, I just forget it. Not in English. I just forget the thing that I
You
wanted
are
to
saying
say.
that yes, people the death is unexpected. Unexpected. How do you say unexpected in Arabic?
Um,
ينتظر
لا
لا ننتظر الموت.
unexpected means like لا
الوقت
نتوقع لا
نتوقع.
نتوقع yeah لا نتوقع الموت. You can say that.
نحن لا نتوقع
Yeah,
موتنا.
yeah, exactly.
لا
Yeah.
لا 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 نريد لا نفهم وقت موتنا.
Yeah, of course. Of course. Like, I was about to say, actually, I just remember it. I was about to say that people think that they can live for a long time. Like, they say, okay, we are nearly live for like 70 years, 60 years, 70 years, but it is not actually true if you think about it. But most of, like, a lot of people die in their 20s, in their 30s, right? Like, it is not something that you have to, yeah, like, think about, okay, I'm gonna live for a long time, so I can do a lot of things, so do whatever, in my opinion, like, whatever you want, just do it in the present. Just do it in the time that you're living. Not like, don't
Postpone.
waste, yeah, don't waste your time, like, just your thinking, like, thinking about the future. I'm gonna live a long time, and I'm gonna do a lot of things in this journey,
Mm.
so
And
yeah, that's my
you think so? You kind of alluded that if all the people live forever, they will postpone all their activities, they will put off all their important tasks, because they will think, I can do it later.
Exactly. Yeah.
After 1 million year I will do something important.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. Like they just, especially when they know, because that you're talking about if they know that they are living forever, right? Not like, for example, we are living where we don't know when we're gonna die, right? So when they know that they are living for a long time, that they are not dying forever, they are living forever, they just do a lot of things. Like they say, okay, we are not gonna die, so we do whatever we want. Like we maybe they do crimes, bad things, because they say, okay, we are not gonna die, so you know, because most of people, because I'm a Muslim actually, and we as Muslim, um, we think that when we die, we don't. There's a lot of things that we don't have to do, like crime, okay, and eating pig and smoking, a lot of things actually, because we believe that when you are gonna die, those bad things come with us, and we always do good things, like we always kind to people, because we know that the good thing will come will with us when we are gonna die, right? And we are like good things is a road to heaven, to paradise.
Mhm.
So yeah, that's what we are talking, like we are thinking about. We are preparing ourselves to like always doing good things with people, because it is going to come with us in our grave, when we're gonna die.
Yeah, it's difficult to evaluate, because if you believe in Islam, then you should believe that you cannot even extend your life, and it is dangerous. It is against God,
Yeah,
because everybody needs to die.
yeah,
Muslims
of course.
always repeat it. Everybody needs to die, taste death. Every soul must taste
Yeah,
death.
of course. Yeah, like death is something that, like, you can't like. It is something that expected, but none of us prepared ourselves for it. Like, you know, we don't even know what's gonna happen when you're gonna die. Like, as Muslims, it explained actually in Quran, that explain that what's gonna happen when you're gonna die in the grave, because it is another kind of world when you're gonna die, because your soul is going to, you know, like,
It's going to
uh,
walk on the thread over the Jahannam. There will be a thread, and you will walk over the thread. There will be Jahannam, the hellfire below. And if you made some sin, if you committed a sin, you will fall down, right, or something like that.
actually, it is not. It is in the other world, like after we are. It is not after we are dying, because when you are going to grave, this is not gonna happen. It is gonna happen when like the world is destroying, like everyone gonna die. When every
Judgment day, on the
yeah,
Judgment
yeah,
Day.
yeah, yeah, yeah. That's just like when every human being is dying, and the earth is not exist again. That's when it's gonna happen.
Mm.
It is kind of like not every sin, like, because uh, when you say that the fire, the Jahannam is below of you, okay, and you are walking on the, what I call it,
Thread,
like, yeah,
rope.
uh, yeah, we are going to thread the road, okay. You have a light, okay, because it is dark right there. It is dark, you can't see anything. Only you can see a light,
Mhm.
okay, uh, by the good things that you did in the earth when you were alive, right? Uh, like some of them, um, some of human beings, like some of people is going to walk like a light, like a lightning, like it is so fast, okay. But some of them is kind of slow, because they did a sin in the past, when they were alive, and they have a kind of low light to the road, and they can't like go like a lightning or so fast. It's kind of like that, yeah. But we believe in that. That's why we are gonna, we just um do good things. We are kind. That's
No, when Muslims explain some details of all this stuff,
Yeah,
you guys always say we believe, we believe, we believe. I think it's
yeah,
some excuse, like, because you are too embarrassed to say I believe in this. And if you say we believe, it sounds like, okay, community, we have our community. Here we believe, it is used to believe like that. Like, do you believe in it personally?
of course, yeah, of course.
You believe
Like, yeah, of course.
that you will walk on the rope and there will be a light in front of you.
Yeah, I know. Like, talking about it is kind of, it's kind of like a dream. Like, it is kind of not for
Difficult to
our
believe.
mind. Yeah, of
Difficult
course.
to
Like,
believe.
for our mind, it's kind of things that it is hard to believe it. It is hard to think about it that's gonna happen. You know, but also it is good, especially when you believe in something and you work for it, like to get this thing right. So you do, for example, we have to do good things. We have to be kind, we have to pray, we have to a lot of things. That's gonna um, bring us to the paradise, right? So that's why we're do those things. We pray a lot, because we believe in it. So we know that was gonna happen. So that's why we are always, because a lot of people, for example, if you ask a thief, okay, why you're gonna steal money, because if you think that, okay, if I steal the money, if I destroy a shop or a jewelry shop to steal things, it is a crime. It's a bad thing. But if you think about, okay, uh, I'm gonna die one day, and this is a crime. That will I get punished, for that. So actually, there is a lot of things that about Islam, and I can't explain it all of it, right
No,
now.
I understand. I understand.
Yeah,
So
it is kind of like, yeah,
it is useful. Religion is a useful restraining kind of tool to
yeah,
prevent people from committing crimes. Right now, in the modern society, we have the police, we have judges, we have surveillance cameras. So it doesn't matter whether God sees you or not. What's much more important, that surveillance cameras are watching you.
yeah,
They
of course.
are much more effective.
Of course, exactly. Actually, even the Muslims, to be honest, even most of Muslims, they think when they are alone, no one can see us. Okay, but that's not like God always sees us. So it is not about a camera or a man. We like it is a truth. It's a fact actually, because most of us is scared of the cameras, of people around us when you are gonna when you will about to do some crime or some bad thing. We always care about the people or the camera is around us. We don't even think about, okay, well, God will show me, will see me.
It's useful. I understand.
Yeah,
If you paint an eye on the wall in a pantry, in the canteen, people will steal less. Like, it's proven. There was a scientific study. So it's a
yeah,
useful belief. If everybody believes that they are under a constant surveillance, the amount of crime will be less. Yes, I
actually,
understand.
yeah,
But
exactly, yeah,
it doesn't work. It doesn't always work, because in Islam, wait a minute, the punishment for stealing is cutting your hands off. So some Muslims, some citizens of the Islamic society, they are not deterred from stealing by the thought of the fear of hell, the horrors of Jahannam. They need a physical punishment here on earth by their Muslim brothers who are going to punish them. So why?
yeah.
So it is not enough even in Islam, right?
Actually, yeah, this rule is true actually, but most of even the countries that Islamic countries, they are not what do you call, like working
Sharia.
with it.
They don't
Yeah,
implement Sharia. That I
yeah,
understand.
they don't. You don't work for it. Like they don't use it,
I understand, of
because
course.
like if you're gonna steal something, your hand is gonna cut.
I understand. Yes, Sharia is
Because
not implemented. Only Taliban and ISIS implement Sharia.
yeah, and
True
because
Muslims.
yeah, like actually there are a lot of things actually. Like there's a lot of things because even in Islam, like there are a lot of Shia or a lot of different that thoughts
Denominations,
that
branches.
yeah they think about, but most of them is not like that because those things that happened, especially the most of the rules, okay, in Islamic, it was available when in the past, right? So we are not saying that it is not available in now, so we can't use those rules in nowadays. That's also true, but there are a lot of punishment, for example, jails, a lot of things. You can use this one, because like I said, even in the Islamic countries, they are not even like use it a lot. So we can say that like every day, crime and like thieves is gonna, they just chase them and they're put them in the jail instead of cutting their hands. But I think I think in my opinion actually, when for example, if someone do a crime, okay, uh, for example, like killing 5 or 4 people, you have to, you have to kill the man in front of people, okay,
Four
to see,
witnesses. Four
yeah,
witnesses.
like for people to realize, okay, this man did this thing, this crime is not good. Look what they did. Uh, they just killed them. Okay, so we are not gonna steal or crime again, right? I think on the actually that's because most of the people don't. They just say, okay, if even if we are going to jail, we are gonna you know we are gonna leave jail one day, right? Like there's a lot of things actually.
No,
Um,
it's very simple. All religions are just political tools to control people, and
yeah,
people understand it. They understand. Only people who really believe in Quran are terrorists, because God sent you the rules. This is the rules from God. It says cut the hands, for witnesses, flog people who commit adultery, but people are not going to live under these rules. The Muslims don't want to live in an Islamic state. There are only two groups of Muslims who want to live in an Islamic state: terrorists. They might be kind of true Muslims. Maybe they have some other dark motives. Maybe they want power. I don't know. But I think that Muslims don't believe. Why are they not implementing Sharia? Why do they ignore the commandment of God? Because I don't know, maybe there is some justification, like it was only for that time. There are some bad things in Islam, and people just say it's only for that situation, for that time. It should not be applicable right now in the modern age. Maybe this is the excuse, but
uh, actually, to be honest, I think most of people misunderstood from Quran, like when they say something, because even the things in Quran, there are a lot of meaning of it. Like it is not just one meaning of it, especially Arabic. If you're studying Arabic, in Arabic there's a lot of like the letters, the words. There are a lot of meaning of it. Especially in Arabic, uh, and I think, like for example, ISIS. You know ISIS, right?
mhm.
ISIS, they think that they are true Muslim, they kill people, you know. That's not true. Like they are just killing people, thinking about, okay, we are true Islamic, we are a true Muslim. We are killing people that they don't even had any sins, they didn't do anything. They just kill them. Okay, we are gonna kill them, and you know, but it's kind of misunderstood, actually. I
but
think.
but early Muslims who wrote Quran and the Hadith, they killed people. They waged wars and killed people, right?
In Quran,
In Hadith, of course, the Islamic history is the history of war.
of course, yeah, of course. But it is different from the ISIS. Like the ISIS is not like doing the same thing that Quran says, right?
What is the difference, for example? The
Like
first. Yeah.
actually, I'm not a like I can't explain it or talking about it because I don't have that many,
I've seen that this argument that ISIS burned people alive as a execution method, and in the Hadith there is a prohibition to burn people alive because somebody said that don't burn them because fire is the punishment of Allah. Only Allah can burn people in hell. But ISIS are burning people, and therefore they are kind of they are resisting against Allah. That is the punishment reserved. Only Allah can punish like that. This is the argument which I have seen. But they can just say, you are misunderstanding, you are misinterpreting. It's only for that situation, for that in the past there was one case when it was prohibited. But overall it's okay. So everybody interprets Quran differently. Like those words, beat your wives. This is the funniest thing. In Quran it says kind of beat your wife if you feel rebellion. So, some Muslims say, look, there are Quranists, you know, Quranism. They don't believe in the Hadith. They only trust the Quran itself. And they, every Quranist, it's not a denomination. Every Quranist has his or her own understanding of Islam, of Quran, of all the words. So you can't join Quranism because you're not having a community basically. So I have been talking to one Quranists. They said that darba, beat your wife, yadribuhunna, right? And they say, it means present them in front of a judge. This is what it means. Some people say that kick them out of your home, cast them away. So everybody is trying to understand what would it mean so that it would be nicer than beat them. And some people come up with different explanations. But I don't know. Why do you need Quran? Why just use your mind?
Yeah, exactly. Like you said, like most of them, they don't believe hadith. They just think that what the Quran says, they're just gonna do it. That's not true because, like I said, like there are a lot of meaning. Like for example, in Quran, there's a surah that said, don't close praying, like don't pray. Okay, if you think, okay, I'm not gonna pray, but it is not, like there's a reason for it. For example, like when you are drunk, you don't have to close praying. You don't have to pray because you don't, your mind is kind of, when you're drunk, you know that's what the meaning of it. Like there's a lot of things about it. So yeah, like you said, like most of the people, they just think that what is saying, they're just gonna do it. Like for example, beating your women, your wife. It's not like that. Like even though in Quran, like they gave women a lot of respect. It's not like that actually. What people, and by the way, ISIS is not even Muslims. They're not Muslims. They just do things like what do you say, depending of what Quran says. They just think what Quran says is that, but it is not that. Like it is not this. Like they just misunderstood, right? They are not Muslims. Like ISIS is not Muslim. By the way, they think that they are Muslim, but they are not Muslim actually.
They think that you are not a Muslim.
Of course, of course, like a lot of things actually, like a lot of things happening nowadays.
But do you believe that they genuinely misunderstand Quran? Do you believe that they think that they are good Muslims? They are not trying to fool you. They actually this. If you ask them in the lie detector and ask them, do you think that you are a real Muslim? They will reply yes, and the lie detector will tell that he's telling the truth, that he's not lying, that yes, he believes that he's the real Muslim. You believe in it, right?
Yeah.
Well,
Actually,
yeah.
Yeah, actually, yeah. Like I said, I don't believe they are Muslims. Like I said, like.
But do you believe that they believe genuinely that they are real Muslims?
Maybe they think that they are real Muslim, right? Because they do things depending or relying on Quran or anything. Like they say, okay, we are gonna do what it says, like, but that maybe they're believing. Of course, they believe that they are Muslim, like true Muslims, and we are not true Muslims.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what's the point of killing people, especially innocent people? They kill innocent people. Like, it is not what Islam means. Like, it is not what Quran says. They just they just kill innocent people.
Okay, what do you mean by innocent? Quran has
In its,
Quran has a death penalty. Death penalty in Islam is for what? What people are not innocent according to Islam? According to the corruption in the land, right? Fitna.
see, yeah, there are a lot. You know, even if devil, if devil like made you do a lot of things, crime, a lot of things, the bad things, you can, uh, you can ask for forgiveness from God. You can ask for forgiveness, and God will forgive you, right? So that's the thing, because
No,
most of the like I said, innocent people, like those who are like not doing anything, they just kill them.
no.
Like,
Quran says openly, uh, you should not kill any little soul. Killing one soul is like killing the whole humanity, unless it is for the corruption in the land. What
like
according to you? What according to you does the corruption in the land mean?
corruption in the land. I don't even. Sorry, I don't understand in English like what it means.
Fitna,
Corruption.
fitna.
Fitna is by devil actually. Fitna because shaitan, devil, is gonna make things like put a lot of thinking to your head. Okay, do this, But when you do it, okay, when you do it, for example, you kill someone, for example, um, what is it like? When you kill someone, it's a crime, of course, and
Unless it is for the corruption in the land. And I'm asking you, what is the corruption according to you? You understand that there is a death punishment in Islam. Islam sanctions death punishment. Islam is not absolutely pro-life. You understand that? In the
like
original Islamic sources, in Quran, in Hadith, Muslims themselves performed death penalty. Or you don't believe in it?
I'm sorry, like I didn't really understood the question actually. I'm sorry. Like like I said, I'm just
Death
practicing
penalty.
English.
Some criminals are put to prison, but
Okay,
some bad criminals are killed. Like in the
okay,
US, they are executed in the chair, electric chair. You know. So this is a death penalty when
okay,
the criminal is so bad that you shouldn't just put him to prison. You should kill him.
okay.
Some constitutions, some legal systems have death penalty.
Yeah.
And
Um.
in Islam, death penalty exists.
Yeah.
Islam is not against death penalty. Islam prescribes death penalty. According to Islam, some criminals, some bad people should be punished with death.
Okay.
You
Yeah.
understand that?
Yeah.
So, and this is the line from Quran that nobody should be killed. It is human life is sacred. Never kill humans unless it is for the corruption in the land. So there are some crimes which a person can commit, and according to Quran or Hadith, I don't know, some very basic Islamic texts, such a person should be killed as a punishment.
Yeah.
And so,
Okay.
do you believe that leaving Islam, homosexuality, adultery for a married woman are crimes which are enough of a corruption in the land to sanction death penalty?
Yeah. Some of them actually yes. Like for example, if someone is against, for example, if someone is against Islam, okay, someone has another idea about Islam, we are not having any problem with it. But unless they're, for example, they say bad words about Islam, about our prophet, about God, or like God, they say bad things about it, and even though we are not like we're not right to kill it, like what do you say, like we're not like without any questions, because you have to uh, interview them. Okay, if you interview them, ask them like if they are saying that on purpose, if they did it by purpose, and we ask them to come back to Islam, and especially when they were Muslim, and we ask them, if they meant to say that, or there's a lot of question actually. You do it, and in the final thing, if they don't even care about what you said about it, that time you're gonna kill them. You know, that's that like the final thing is
Yes,
killing
I
them,
know that.
not directly killing
I
them, right?
know that. Yes, there is a time to
Yeah,
change your mind, like
yeah, of
the
course, yeah,
prosecution. I understand. So ISIS are killing people, but they can explain why they are killing people. Maybe they are killing people because they are waging war. Like Muslims killed people in war as a result of the battle. In the battle, people died. Early Muslims waged wars and people died, not because of the punishment, because of the result of the war. So they
yeah,
attacked a land and they just killed everybody. That's normal. And ISIS are doing it. Then ISIS are killing people. You're saying that they're killing too much, too many people, like even captives, because ISIS have slaves, as far as I know. So they don't kill everybody. And if they kill somebody, they can justify it. They can explain to you why they're killing such a person. They can say, he was a munafiq. He left Islam, and he pretends, like if for example, if you don't fight with ISIS, you might be considered not a Muslim, and they will just kill you because they say you're not a Muslim. You was a Muslim, for example, because you were born into an Islamic family, for example, and now
yeah,
you're not immigrating, you're not doing hijrah. The domain of Islam has opened its doors. If the domain of Islam has opened its doors, if there is a caliphate, every Muslim is obliged to join the domain of Islam. So you're not joining ISIS, you're not joining Taliban. Maybe they will say, "Oh, you are not a Muslim. You're just misbehaving. That's it."
yeah,
And somebody else will say, they are not Muslims. Look, they are killing this poor boy. Well, they have their justification. So it's all about interpretation, and it is so dangerous that there are good Muslims and they interpret Quran in a good way, and there are bad Muslims, and everybody believes that they are real Muslims. That is the point. So, and when the member of ISIS goes to God, for example, imagine God exists. The member of the mujahid from ISIS is questioned by Allah. Like Allah is asking, "What are you doing? What?" Mujahid is totally he is sure that he is going to the high level of Jannah, right? When ISIS dies, when he's in front of Allah or somewhere, I don't know, judging, he expects that he will be in Jannah. He doesn't expect to go to hell. He struggled, he did jihad only to obtain this level of Jannah. And what Allah is going to tell him? You misunderstood my message. Now, sorry, there must be misunderstanding. Go to hell. It will be unfair. Not that I am sorry for the ISIS, but it will be unfair for the guy because he read Quran. He tried to understand the message. He did his best. Maybe he's a better Muslim because he's struggling so much. Like, well, many Muslims are just sitting. They think, it's Quran meant something good. That's okay. But ISIS is struggling. So is it fair to ISIS to put them to hell, because they believe in Islam? They believe that they're true Muslims.
yeah. Actually, nowadays, as you can see that a lot of things explain it, right? Like a lot of, especially in Quran, a lot of things explain it, right? So they just think they don't believe anything of the what explain it in Quran. They just rely on their thinking and their thoughts, and there are a lot of things actually to talk about that one, like a lot of things. But I don't want to judge on anything, because I don't have that much information, to talk about it. So yeah, that's a lot of things actually. It is kind of complicated. It's so deep to talk about, those religion things.
The main philosophical question is this: ISIS genuinely believe that they are real Muslims, that they are going to heaven, and why Allah, will they go to heaven or not, or will they go to hell? What do you think? ISIS, who killed people, who took slaves,
They are not Muslim. No, they're
they're
not
not
gonna.
going to heaven. They're
No,
going to
of
hell.
course not.
But
Yeah.
what is the reason for punishing them in hell? Like, how do you describe their crime?
Like I said, like killing innocent people.
Quran says,
Without,
kill people. They don't believe that those people are innocent. ISIS kill people thinking that they are not innocent. They can explain to you why exactly they believe that they are not innocent. So
like
you are going to hell for what? For misunderstanding. This is their crime. Their crime is misunderstanding.
like I said, like when you question, you ask a question from, like you said, when someone is gonna do a crime, as something that you have to directly kill them, right? But the same thing for this question, you have to uh explain it, like for like what do you call, like not directly kill them, like like I said, like if they meant to do something, but ISIS is just killing people directly without anything. Like I don't know, actually, there's a lot of things. Like I said, like I don't know how to
I know that
describe it in English,
they kill
but
gay people, people who practice homosexuality. That's for sure. But there is no redemption for homosexuality. If the person is homosexual, that's it. He can't say, "Oh, sorry, I converted into straightness. Don't kill me anymore." I think there is nothing like that mentioned. If the person is caught being homosexual, that's it. He doesn't have any salvation. He should be punished by death. If the person is not a Muslim, yes, he can convert to Islam or something like that. So I think ISIS members can explain why they're killing people. They can interpret it, like just like you explain why you are not doing jihad. Like Quran pushes you to do jihad. If you unless you are blind, you should do jihad. You might think that it is not good for you. Fighting is not good for you, but there are many things which you think are not good for you, but they're actually good for you. So, and ISIS will ask you, look, you're not a Muslim. You are reading Quran and you're just not doing anything. Just like you are telling them, they are not Muslims. So everybody is going to takfir each other, accusing them of being not Muslim. But I think if they believe that they are Muslims, is it fair to punish them for killing innocent people? Because they don't think that they're killing innocent people. That they think that there is some reason for them to kill those people. Maybe they gave them 4 days and they don't believe that they converted into Islam. Maybe they were homosexuals. Maybe it's at war. And I'm trying to understand why, for what Allah is going to punish ISIS if you believe in it.
Okay. As an example, okay, with an example, I will explain when it's an example. For example, we all have brains. Like brains is such a smart thing that you have to, use it.
Mm-hmm.
For example, someone is gonna kill someone else, okay? Is gonna kill them by any reason, okay? And when they judge them, or they're gonna like ask them, why did you kill them? Like he said, okay, I just misunderstood. Okay, I didn't mean it, but that doesn't change anything. You just kill them. So it's kind of like that. Like you have to. I don't know, actually. Like you get my point. Like
Yes, not knowing the law doesn't exempt you from the responsibility, something like that. Doesn't free you from the responsibility.
yeah, like we all know that. For example, killing people is a crime. It's a bad thing. And when you do it and you say, okay, I didn't meant it, it doesn't make any
No,
sense.
your
Like,
example doesn't make any sense because killing people is good for the corruption in the land. Nobody kills innocent people. No single person ever killed an innocent person. They all say the reasons why it was necessary, why this person was not innocent. So they have a justification. And yes, this is the point. I understand that if somebody doesn't know the law, like in the US, you don't know the speed limit in a state. Actually, you will be excused maybe the first time. You will be saved from punishment, and then the next time you will be punished. So yes, if you don't know the law, you still will be punished. This is how it works everywhere. But why? I just why did ISIS do wrong? What did they do wrongly, in a wrong way? Like the ISIS person read the Quran, understood it like that. So you think that there must be some evil intent in their mind?
Yeah, like you know, how to describe it, I don't know. Like actually, to be honest, you know, I don't have that much information about ISIS. I know what they are doing. They're killing people, okay? And they pretend themselves real Muslims, you know. I don't have that much information, you know,
They don't
to
pretend.
think
They
about.
don't pretend. They claim. They genuinely claim to be
Yeah,
real Muslims.
yeah. Like I said, like I don't know really that much about them and what they're believing, you know. But yeah, I don't know how to, you know, I don't have that much information to uh like what do you call to
Talk about them, to judge them.
yeah talk about yeah to judge them and to uh like oh my god, I just
No, I understand.
uh,
Yes, you are not a professional mullah. You're not a
yeah, of
professional
course,
scholar
yeah,
of Islam.
of
That's
course,
fine. It doesn't matter.
yeah,
It's not about ISIS. ISIS is just an example. The problem is that many people misunderstand Islam, misunderstand, and
yeah,
some misunderstandings cause horrible deeds, cause crimes,
of
and
course, yeah,
those people who misunderstand Islam, the, because the point of Islam, from which you started, is that you read it, you understand the law, and you are deterred from committing crimes. You're not going to steal if you think that you will have your punishment in the afterlife. You're not going to kill if you think that you're going to have your punishment in the afterlife. This is an effective way to deter people from committing crimes. I understand it works like that most of the times. But what if a person thinks that he must kill in order to not go to hell? If you are a manager of a society and there is some adulterer walking in the street and you know this and there are 4 witnesses, if you don't kill this person, you will think that you will go to hell for not killing the person, for disobeying Allah. Maybe ISIS are like that. Maybe they are killing people because they think that they will be punished for not killing people.
yeah. Like you said, it's just a misunderstanding, like 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 I said, like I don't have that many information to answer your questions, you know. Like I said, I don't want to, you know, answer, you know, like mistake questions,
No, you can
answers,
answer
you know.
what you
I don't want
think.
to.
No, you are a person. You have your mind. You can think with it. Like, what do you think? What's the point of creating such a religion which can be misunderstood? It doesn't work. Sheikhs will have some reply. I don't know, a possible reply. They had some bad intention in their mind. Like they wanted to kill and they misinterpret Quran as if it is asking for murder because they just wanted it. Maybe this is the case. But
Yeah, like my opinion is that like I think that they're not Muslims. They are just killing innocent peoples without any reason because they don't have that much reason to kill them. They just do what they think about it. You know, that's my opinion actually about ISIS. Because they kill even. I'm from Kurdistan, by the way. If you know Kurdistan, if you
yeah,
have
yeah.
a yeah, in what are called Kirkuk. If you know about Kirkuk, is a city in Kurdistan. ISIS come to the peoples and they just kill them. You know, there are a lot of victims. You know, in there. So yeah, that's one of the reasons that we know about ISIS. But I don't have that many information about ISIS without what you know the full meaning of full thing that they think about it to do. You know, I don't know that much information to answer. You know,
But
but
did
am
they
I
kill
thinking?
women? Did they kill women and children, or did they only kill men?
No, they killed a lot of like children, men, women's, a lot of.
Like small children before the
Yeah, of
pubic
course.
hair, which didn't
Yeah,
grow pubic hair, like
actually,
babies.
they killed them. Actually, yeah, I think they killed them. Yeah, of course. Like, so my opinion of just they are not Muslims. They just pretend themselves that they are Muslims and do a lot of things, like rely to what they think about. But yeah, that's that's what I think about it.
I think this is what I think. If a religion is a useful tool to restrain the humanity, to keep it in borders, it is obsolete. It was useful before the police became established, before the surveillance cameras, before our modern liberal societies with good law enforcement faculties, facilities. It was useful somehow. Now it just it doesn't fulfill its job. People, even back in the day, people still needed their hands to be cut, even then, because just belief in hell didn't save them. Right now, you don't need the belief. You don't need to have your hands cut. You just need surveillance cameras everywhere, a good police system, good legal system, judges. That's it. You don't need religion anymore. So that's my take on that. If you think that it makes some predictions, it is very bad. Like I don't believe that you're going to walk over the rope on the above the fire. There are so many myths which look exactly like that. I don't know how is that possible to believe in that. Like
Uh, the reason we believe it because um, it is written in Quran. Like it is something that written in Quran, and yeah, that's why we believe it. Like it is available in Quran that said we have to, walk on it and about the grave and the other, other world, other life. It all of them is available in Quran. It's written, so that's why we are believing on it.
and
As
why do
Muslims,
you believe in Quran?
because it is what do you call it? It is Quran is from God. Like it is from God. That's why we believe it. Like God sent it to us to 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 use it to our lives. Like to do the good things, in Quran
No, I
to
understand.
use it for
Quran is saying that it is from God, but why do you believe that Quran is telling you the truth? Maybe.
because
Yeah.
yeah, because it is like the things that written in Quran, it is all the good things, because for all of them there's a reason, for all of them. For example, uh, we as Muslims you can't um, eat pig, okay? We can't eat it, but why? There's a lot of reason that because it is not clean. Even in science you can see that it is not clean to eat it, to eat pig. For example, that's one of the example. There's a lot of things too, that written in Quran, and it is there's a lot of example of it. A lot of things that it is haram. It is not good for us to eat it, to do it. Okay, because there's a reason to it. That's one of the reasons. That's a lot actually, but I have ne- I have I didn't read all the Quran. Okay, but I read most of it, but not all of it. So that's why I don't want to say anything that it is not available in Quran or it does not exist. You know, like I don't want to judge by anything.
But there are things which are more dangerous than pork, like sugar. Modern science told us that sugar is more dangerous than pork. You should avoid putting sugar in your tea. You should avoid cakes, pastry, ice cream. Like pork is not that bad. Bacon is bad. There is a lot of product glycation products. Like but pig meat is good. It's okay. Pork, consume it. Meat is in moderation. Meat is good. There is nothing bad in any type of meat. But sugar is always bad. Don't eat sugar, cakes, pastry. Why doesn't Quran say anything about the danger of sugar? In fact,
Like,
dates. Yeah.
yeah, like sugar, eating a lot of it is dangerous, not like few of it, or
No. Sugar is dangerous. If you take any refined sugar, it increases the blood glucose level, and this is bad.
Of course, I know. Yeah, of course.
And
Yeah, in Quran says everything that is caused dangerous or it is bad for our health is haram. It is not allowed to do it. For example, smoking. Smoking was one of the things that it cause of cancer, right? Smoking, like in our every pocket, every smoking pocket is says it is a cause of cancer, right? So that's one of the things that is haram. That because it is bad for our health, you know. But sugar is or salt, sugar, like all of them, eating a lot of them is danger for our health. Not, I don't know, like sugar is something,
okay, you think
especially
eating a little bit of pork is dangerous for your health?
like we don't have to eat it, like 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 we don't have to even eat it like
It is
at all.
exactly. Pork is very bad. It's very dangerous. Some Muslims are afraid of consuming molecules of pork. If they are having some meal or some drink, and there might be some particles of pork, like proteins from from pigs, they will be afraid of that. Pork is the biggest prohibition, but it's not bad. It's not that bad. There are many other things which are worse for your health than pork, and sugar is one of them. Don't eat sweets, don't eat ice cream, don't eat cakes. Maybe dates are not very good for you. It's the favorite food of Muhammad because dates are very sweet. They have a lot of glucose and saccharose. So this causes diabetes. This causes heart diseases. It's not explicitly prohibited. When so pork doesn't look that bad. It is inconsistent. Maybe in the past it was relevant because pork was somehow dirtier and more dangerous. Right now, cow is more dangerous because cow had cow madness, some type of virus like prion, cow madness, rabies, and people suffered from it because of eating diseased cow. People never suffered like that from pig. And you can point at any animal and say, look, there is some danger in this animal. And some religion will say, you see, in our religion, this animal is prohibited. So you can find examples in which pork is worse than cow, but you can find other examples in which the other way around. Like,
Yeah, the main thing is, like I said, we believe in Quran, right? And we use Quran for our lives. And the thing that we all believe in is that pork or drink, the alcohol, alcohol and
drugs, yeah,
yeah, drugs,
inebriation.
alcohol, yeah, drug, alcohol, pork. It is mentioned in the Quran that you don't have to eat it.
No, it is
That's
mentioned
that's the
drugs.
reason.
Drugs are mentioned. Everything that confuses your mind, everything inebriating. Like
Yeah.
yeah, because and it explains it that you cannot recite prayers well. Like you'll have slips of the tongue on alcohol.
Actually, not just for praying. Like because being drunk is cause of a lot of crimes. Like when you are
Well,
drunk, you don't.
this is how Quran explains it. This is the reason that Quran gives, or Hadith, I don't remember, some Islamic sources. So, because the author of Quran is arguing. He's not just giving orders. He's trying to explain why it is good or bad. So with alcohol, it explains that or you will be having slips of the tongue. You will not be able to recite prayers. This is why it is bad for you. It's a reason, possible reason, yes. But no, some drugs are good because only sedative drugs are bad for prayers, like alcohol, maybe heroin, morphine, maybe. But some drugs like cocaine, coffee, they will make you more active. You will recite the whole Quran in 10 minutes if you are on amphetamines. So
Actually,
there is because the author of Quran didn't know that some drugs actually improve your performance, like amphetamines. You will be a super reciter of Quran on amphetamines.
yeah. Actually, I don't know about other drugs what it's gonna do with your body, or your mind, but I just know that it is like everything that cause like it makes bad things to your health, or your, it makes a like drunk. You can't, because when you're drunk, for example, like I said, it is because of other crimes. Like um, you're not in your energy. Like you don't even know what's happening around you. You just do things, and when you wake up, okay, what's happened? They say, okay, you did this, you did this, and you say, okay, I wasn't aware of these things that I did, right? So that's a lot of things actually. But yeah, that's the main reason that we are believing it, because it is written in Quran, and that's why we are believing it.
No, you believe in it because again, no, this is circular reasoning. So you
Of
believe,
course, yeah.
but this is a logical error. You believe in this because it's written in Quran. You believe in Quran because it is from God. You think that Quran is from God because there are useful things which are good for our life. Why are they good for our life? Because they are written in Quran. This is circular reasoning. There is no external support because it looks like just totalitarian regime. So yes, some things are bad for you, and you can prohibit yourself from taking them. But people like dangerous things. People like sugary drinks, even though they are bad for their health. Like people like pork. Pork doesn't make you a criminal, right? Pork doesn't cause you commit crimes. But some people would like to consume pork simply because they like it. You can prohibit things which are a little bit dangerous, but your life will be very bleak, very boring. Like you will basically live your life in a perfect health, but without any pleasures, without anything. People
Yeah,
people want to damage their health a little bit. Like people want to spend their health on good things, and this gives pleasure to our life. And I understand this argument, but prohibition, totalitarian prohibition.
yeah. Like I said, like it explains why it is, you know, it explains in Quran that why is it not allowed to, for example, eat pork or smoking, eating drugs, drinking, That's why, like, a lot of things. Actually, I don't have that much information to give you a correct answer for it. Yeah, that's why that's what that all I have know
Okay,
about
have
it.
you considered an answer that Quran was just written by some random group of people, of men in the ancient Arabia, just based on the previous religions, just to gather people together and do some activity together in a structured way? Have you
No, no,
considered
no,
this
of
reply?
course not. It is not like that. Like it is just
No,
it is
have you considered this possibility?
actually no. I heard about it actually. I think I heard about it. Like I saw people in social media. I think like it was actually a time that I think that I saw it. They said, okay, this is written. Who said that? Like who know that this Quran is not changed, or they just written again and again and again. But no, it is not actually. I don't believe in that. No,
But there are
because
many, you know that there are many qira'at in Quran. There are many Qurans actually.
yeah, but it is the same thing. Like if you check it, it is all the same. Like the the letter, the everything, like the written.
Letters are different. The letters are different.
I don't know. I have never seen it actually.
Try researching different qira'at. There are different words. Like look, early Quranic manuscripts they had only rasm, only the baseline of the consonants. You know what rasm is in the Arabic abjad. Then they and it wasn't the harakat was not written. The vowels were not written, and the vowels were added later in Quranic manuscripts by memory. But I think that people just didn't remember well. So there are different Qurans with different vowels, and they make different words. Some of them dots are different, so consonants are different. Like N can be E, B, T. They have kind of the same rasm. So in some Qurans, they have differences in these letters. So and I think this is kind of the easiest lie to prove to a Muslim Like if I want to show to a Muslim that he is being lied to by imams, by Islamic clerics, this is the easiest example, because there are three statements about Quran, about in Islam, three statements. There is only one Quran. Quran is the text in the Arabic language. Quran has never been changed. So the three statements, and you think that this is correct, right? You think that this is right. There is only one Quran. Quran is the text in Arabic. Quran has never been changed.
Of course, yeah.
Very important. Remember the second claim. Quran is the text in Arabic.
Yeah.
Those three statements cannot be true at the same time. If you have an impression that all these three statements are true, you have been lied to. If you believe that there is only one Quran and Quran has never been changed, then Quran is not the text in Arabic. Then Quran is a collection of some foundation of consonantal skeleton onto which you can apply different linguistical features, different vowels, different dots, different additional symbols to actually make the Arabic text, the text in the Arabic language. And there are many ways of doing it. So you will have many texts in the Arabic language. Check differences in in qira'at. But
yeah, actually, I have never heard about this one actually, so I don't know. Actually, I don't have any information about it, like if they are different or not. But I believe it is just one Quran. It is like is never changed. I don't know. Like I don't have any information about if it is changed or is it different, kind of words, or I don't really know that much information about it.
For example, in Baqarah, for example, no, the easiest example which is normally given is the first surah, Al-Fatiha. In one Quran, it says that Allah is Maliki Yawmiddin, which is probably the owner, right? Malik, the owner.
Yeah.
In another Quran, in the same place, Allah is called to be Maliki Yawmiddin, the king of the day of judgment. So this is kind of the first difference. One Quran calls Allah Malik, and another Quran calls Allah Malik. Because I think this is how I explain it. In the past, they just wrote consonants like mlk, and then they just don't remember how do you pronounce it. We need to add vowels, and different people come up with differences. Like I think it is Malik, and another Muslim thought that maybe it's Malik. This is my explanation how it might become like that. And Muslims say it's fine, it's the same, because the meaning is the same, right? Like the owner of the day of judgment, the king of the day of judgment, the idea is the same. So they still kind of keep this claim that there is one Quran because there is one meaning. And like how big can you accept the change in order for it to be different meanings? Because further further it says that for example yukadhibuna versus yakdhibuna, they are completely different words, absolutely the meaning is opposite. Quran says that some people, I think it's in Baqarah, some people are so bad because they disbelieved, yakdhibuna. Another Quran, another Kira says that those people are bad because they accused them of lying, yukadhibuna. So those words are opposite. The only similarity between these words are consonants. Consonants are the same. But then so then you apply different vowels and you get completely different words. And if you say that Quran is the text in the Arabic language, then there is not one Quran. If you keep claiming there is only one Quran, then Quran is not the text in the Arabic language. It is some consonantal foundation.
About the first thing that you said about Surah Al-Fatiha, you say the correct reading of it is Maliki Yawmiddin. Okay, so I have never heard people say Maliki Yawmiddin actually, because the correct reading of it is Maliki Yawmiddin. You know, I have never heard actually. I have never heard. Also for other words, because you know in Arabic as a lot of dots, you know, and the words that you have to read it correctly, you know, because if you don't read it correctly, it means another meaning, you know. Like I say, like Maliki Yawmiddin, Maliki Yawmiddin, it is different, you know. So the correct is Maliki Yawmiddin, not Maliki Yawmiddin. I have never heard about actually someone says Maliki Yawmiddin, to be honest.
Yes, you're saying the Hafs Quran is the most popular one, the most widely spread. But that's a very interesting idea that other Qurans are just bad, they're just wrong. Some Muslims who are like lay Muslims, they have this explanation. They're just wrong. I just go with this one, with the one which I used to read, used to hear. Most often it is Hafs. It became popular because Egypt made it popular by printing it in big amounts. But if you ask any Muslim who is like more knowledgeable about Islam, who is like sheikh or just practicing knowledgeable Muslim, they will say no, of course they're all correct. Yes, the qira'at, they are mentioned in the hadith. Muhammad was talking with his Sahaba and they discussed differences. That's okay. So qira'at and those differences are like at the high level of Islamic knowledge. It is totally correct. It is very well established. Only lay Muslims will claim that only their reading is correct. And this is there are many explanations of what it happens. Why?
Yeah. Also, for another thing, actually, after you say Maliki Yawmiddin, okay, another one is Iyaka na'budu, okay, Iyaka. Most like maybe some of the people say Iyaka, like you have to say Iyaka, yani, you have to like express the Iyaka, yani, you know, not Iyaka, because Iyaka is another meaning and Iyaka is another meaning, you know. That's the reason. So the correct way is Iyaka, not Iyaka. So maybe that's the same for a lot of like the other words that you have to read it correctly, the correct way of the Arabic words, because you know there are a lot of dots that you have to express it and you have to, you know, say it correctly. And yeah, actually, and I'm so sorry. Actually, it is kind of like 3 a.m.
We've
It's
been
kind of
talking
3
for
a.m.
too
for
long.
me. Yeah.
In Moscow, it's 4 in the morning always, almost.
Yeah. And actually, I have to go sleep. It is so,
Me too.
you know, late actually. And thank you
It's been nice talking to you.
Yeah, actually, the same. Actually, thank you for your conversation, for talking to me, and have a great time.
Good night.
Yeah, good night.